If you didn't already guess, I'm Benjamin Franklin. I'm here to talk about Benjamin Franklin's impact in today's society. Benjamin Franklin was an inventor and a scientist. Many types of items he invented are still used today. Electricity is one of the biggest inventions that he studied. Some of the terms like batteries, positive and negative, and even ground are terms that are used today. In the safety field, we also use these terms every day to describe and discuss his electrical theory and electrical safety. Electricity in storms was also something that Franklin studied. All of us grew up in the modern time with cartoons, with pictures, with stories of Benjamin Franklin flying a kite in the air with his son at his side. Flying this kite, controlling this electricity and studying it and knowing about it changed the way that people thought about the skies and the gods. This scientific thinking continues to be the basis of similar scientific studies today. Franklin's as outcome to this study, Franklin invented the lightning rod, which in Wisconsin you can drive by different farmhouses and different barns and see the use of this electrically safe device of a lightning rod still used today. Jet stream was also something that Franklin studied. As we watch the weather report today, we can see the impacts of the jet streams on our weather patterns, El Nino, and not talking about El Nino, but even Nemo. Watching the Disney Channel, watching Finding Nemo, we learn about the jet stream and how to get back to finding that little friendly fish. Benjamin and Franklin's invention of bifocals was also something that we use every day. To see close and far, depending upon what our needs are used by millions of people. And without these bifocals, many of us would have sore arms from extending our reading material so that we could read what we need to. Although these are all very important impacts on the United States, on America, Franklin's biggest impact today by far goes beyond these physical inventions and into the invention of our U.S. political system of government. Benjamin Franklin assisted with the framing of our government that helped separate us from Britain. Benjamin Franklin was creator of the Albany Plan, which, though unsuccessful for both within the Britain and the colonies, was at least planting the seed to combine the colonies to act together with a common goal. It did organize the colonies, and without this start, we could still be part of the British colony. And I know myself, I'd rather have coffee and donuts than tea and biscuits any day. Benjamin Franklin was also elected by the Pennsylvania to represent at the Second Continental Congress to collaborate the Declaration of Independence. This document is reviewed and respected today, celebrated every year, and for me, the 4th of July would not be the same without it. Of course, we could still find times to eat watermelon, light off fireworks, but it just wouldn't be the same without the Declaration of Independence. Franklin also drafted the Articles of Confederation, and later at the age of 81, he was at the Constitutional Convention where the U.S. Constitution was drafted. And today's government would not be the same without this Constitution. It is the basis of the three branches of our government. It continues to be challenged and discussed every day and every year, and it creates our political environment and our government of constitutional law that we study today. This Constitution that Franklin supported is also known throughout the world. It's examples of many nations, and we have to look not too far to see this evidence. For example, New York and the Liberty Island, the Statue of Liberty, it reflects and represents the freedom that was declared on the Declaration of Independence and the structure of government that we have to ensure that we have the freedoms today that are formed through our thoughts, the words, the actions, and the documents lived by Benjamin Franklin and our other nation framers.